Next up, at UFC Atlanta, we have Michael Chiesa, not from Atlanta, taking on Court McGee, also not from Atlanta. Michael Chiesa, 18-7 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is on a 2-dose fight win streak. He's taking on Court McGee, 22-13 in his career, also 2-3 in his last 5. He is coughing off that wild neck crank win over Tim Means, and what made it wild is people were like, holy shit, this guy's grip is unbelievable. And that's what you get with Court McGee, a battle-tested guy. Does he have the best record? No. Is he athletic? Not really. He's just a guy that's worked very hard for what he has. He's a little
he's
older.
White or what? You're saying white people can't be athletic? You ever watch Larry Bird?
Was he athletic? Was he like... Wasn't he just huge? Was he athletic? Court McGee's a battle-tested guy. Shows up, works his ass off, and that's kind of it. He's pretty good everywhere because he works for it. He's not amazing at any one thing. He's not wildly fast. He doesn't hit insanely hard, but he works hard for everything. He has been turning into a grappler as he gets a little older, 11 takedowns and almost 30 minutes of control time in his last 6 fights. He is coming off, as I mentioned, that submission win over Tim Means, where he looked pretty good striking, and then the grappling, he got that crazy neck crank. Taking on Michael Chiesa. As we know, What's
his stance? Context clues, Angelo. Who'd you just mention?
Larry Bird?
No, who did you just mention?
Tim Means?
There you go. Go for it. Hit it. What's his stance called?
The Indiana Shuffle?
Tim
Means. The Dirty Bird?
The Dirty Bird, baby.
Oh, nice. Is he from Indiana? No, that's the other one. He's taking on Michael Chiesa. Michael Chiesa, pretty one-dimensional grappler. He's going to move forward. He's going to look to get the takedowns. If he gets the takedowns, he's got slick jiu-jitsu. That's basically it. His striking is not very good. He's got good pressure. He's a pretty durable guy, plenty of cardio for the most part. On the ground, he'll alternate between ground and pound and looking for submissions. He's coming off that submission win over Max Griffin. Listen, Michael Chiesa is a good fighter. I was shocked to see at how wide these odds are. Minus 350, almost a 4-1 favorite with two guys that are basically in the exact same point of their careers. They're both on little win streaks. They're both aging out. I understand Michael Chiesa is younger, but we're talking the difference between 37 and 40. We're not talking, he's not like a 28-year-old. I'm actually going to side with Court McGee here because I do think, and maybe this analysis is way off and maybe it doesn't matter, but I feel like Michael Chiesa doing all the desk stuff, doing all that UFC commentary is very focused on the second part of his career and not the first part. We just got this with Anthony Smith a couple fights in a row. It was the exact same narrative. And I think Court McGee is a guy that...
You met him, right? Or was that when I was with Jordan?
You met Michael Chiesa. You said he's huge.
Yeah,
right? I
can't believe he was at 155. He is a pretty big dude.
Yeah. And actually the graphic says he's a flyweight, so my bad on that. I think Court McGee can squeak this out. I have another 3.5 bet here. This one is at plus money. I think Court McGee can certainly win a round, if not win this fight outright. This comes down entirely to who gets the first takedown. That's it. But Court McGee can also strike where Michael Chiesa really can't. So I'm going to lean Court McGee here. I think the odds are insane. I think the odds are wild. I think Court McGee can outright win, but to protect myself a little bit, just doing that plus 3.5 bet. What do you think about this fight, Jacob? The dumpsters for Jacob's apartment building are right outside his window. So he gets like lots of flies and critters come into his place because, it's just not the nicest place.
How's the hair look from the back? Is that your little rat tail?
The hat, it is funny because it is a bald fade or a burst fade, so the hat does make it it is funny on the back.
You literally had a rat tail.
I did in the 90s. I might have even been the
early
80s.
20s.
It might have even been the 80s. Yeah, 1983, 1993. Probably, yeah, I was 10 years old.
Listen, and Angel, I hope you're listening as well. I agree with you that the odds for Michael Chiesa at minus 350 at this point in his career against a guy who can kind of do everything that Michael Chiesa wants to do, probably is a little bit crazy. Is Chiesa the better wrestler? He's probably the better wrestler. Is he the better grappler? He probably is the better grappler. That's why the odds reflect the way they are. I mean, the striking kind of cancel each other out. Neither one of them really enjoys the striking, is crazy dangerous with the striking. I do worry that Chiesa is going to get a little bit too crazy in the beginning, right? Because he comes forward. I mean, he doesn't really come forward, but he does want to shoot the takedowns and get the grappling going early in this fight. And if Court McGee can just kind of make him work, this fight definitely could turn interesting in the second into the third round, because we've seen Chiesa. He is known as being the anti-Darce or whatever. I mean, the guy's been Darce like fucking 15 times in his life or something like that. And I don't know if Court McGee's got that in the bag. Do you have a bag?
I have a bag, yeah.
What would be in your bag?
In what setting? You have different bags for different settings, different environments. What setting are we in? I'll tell you what's in the bag.
How about a basketball court? What do you got in the bag?
Ankle braces, weak ankles, jumping up and down like that. I need those ankles stabilized.
Yeah, this isn't like a literal what's in your bag, Angelo.
Well, I don't have a crossover. I don't have a 3, so it's just going to be the ankle braces.
Okay, so you did figure it out.
I understand what the bag is, but that's what basketball's a tough one for me.
I'm nasty. My bag's full. Crazy step bag between.
Next time you come over, we'll ring the bell across the street and we'll play horse in the driveway.
I'm here with it. I mean, you can just see the way I'm hitting like this, and then I come through like this, and I gather it, and I'm back here like this, and you can see everyone knows I can get it like that. I'll be dunking on your ass. Long story short here, Michael Chiesa, in my opinion, I think you just take the plus 200 submission flyer. Instead of playing the money line, put him in parlays. I think it's too dangerous to put in parlays. Money line, I don't know if you're going to lay $400 to get 100 back. It's plus, his submission, he's always live for a submission. He should be able to out-grapple a guy like Court McGee. I think you just take a stab at the plus 200 if you want to play him and just let it ride like that. And if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. But at least if it hits, you're getting your plus 200 money on that. I might play that. I haven't yet. I'm picking Michael Chiesa because I just think he's the better wrestler, better grappler. Could slow down, could lose. I agree with you that the odds are a little bit crazy, but that plus 200 is interesting.
There we go. Well, I got the plus 3.5 on Court McGee at plus money as well. You don't think he went around? Oh my God, what a fucking asshole. Listen, these DraftKings pricing is just as crazy as these betting odds were. Michael Chiesa, $9,200. If you think he gets a finish, great. But who did he finish? Tony Ferguson and Max Griffin? Like, come on, man. Come on.
I mean, Max Griffin is a fucking, he's a dog.
He hasn't been one in a while, is the problem. Court McGee, $7,000. There's a lot of humongous favorites on this card with some very wide DraftKings pricing, which means you're going to need some dogs and need to get the right favorites. I think Court McGee is probably a decent dog here because I don't think he gets finished even if he loses. $7,000 is a pretty wild price point here. If you do want to check out what the DraftKings Optimizer has to say, what the Fight Simulator has to say, go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. It's $10. You'll unlock all of it. UFC 317s in a couple of weeks. Everything between now, then, and even the fight card after that. WeWantPicks.com. Couple of super chats. $1.99 from Santiago Mendez. Angelo looks like the detective from Roger Rabbit. Was that Danny DeVito?
No. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That's a fucking great. I remember watching that with my dad. That's a fucking great.
I bet you did.
Movie.
Where were your hands, you fucking... She was a cartoon character, you pervert bitch. You disgusting little creep. She's a cartoon.
I'm talking about just watching a movie.
Filthy, disgusting animal. She's not a real person. She's a drawing.
I don't know. This forced, weird humor you're trying to do is...
Will says Felder... I mean, that's not the worst looking guy.
Get it off the screen real quick so people can really see it. Now smile. It literally is you. Give him a little smile, Angie. Give him a little smile. Bad bitch.
Will says Felder, Smith, and Cruz were being fed to the Wolves. The commentary narrative isn't the same compared to them. First of all, I don't know what narrative. This is just me and my opinion. Narrative implies lots of people. I mean,
this movie almost is just like that's me and you.
A fake drawing of, yeah, sure. A figment of an. Is that he has red hair? Roger Rabbit. That is us.
This is big old Angie.
See, you filthy creep. I thought she's not
That's
a real
you
person.
and Vanessa Demopoulos.
There is no narrative here. It is my opinion, and it seems pretty logically sound that if you are somebody who is flying to Las Vegas and you're flying week in and week out to do desk work and commentary work, you're not quite putting in the exact same amount of time in your training as somebody who is not doing those things. So that's where it's coming from. It's my opinion. Narrative is something that multiple people say, not just one person.
Now, who do you think the hottest cartoon, maybe Disney princess or just cartoon female you think there was? Because she definitely is one of them.
I don't think the cartoons are hot. Now, if we're talking Sentai, is that the porn, right?
Yeah, act like you don't know what it is. Yeah,
I don't know if it was hentai. I don't know if it was hentai.
Yeah.
With an H.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have no idea what it's called.
I would say hottest cartoon. It's probably her, but it's a little too much, right? That's a little too like get out of here with that.
Oh, Angela's like, I like a real woman.
No, just like Now, I would need to know the ages of these characters before I say a name, because I could say a name and it's like she's 12, dumbass. I don't know how old these Disney princesses are. Who's an of-age Disney princess?
I don't know. Somebody said Lola Bunny, and that was probably going to be one of my number ones.
Who's that?
Bitch, what? There's
Lola?
no way you don't know who fucking Lola Bunny is. Who the
Oh, okay. Roger Rabbit's girl. I didn't know that was her name.
Roger Rabbit's girl.
Or Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny's girl. Okay. All right, guys. We have another super chat. $1.99 from Patrick Wilkins. Jacob to wear shark suit for Shark Week. Are you going to wear the shark suit? I don't know. No, that's usually. Maybe it is. It's in June. Isn't that around the 4th of July, actually?
I actually don't think I have that suit anymore.
What did you do with it?
I think it sadly didn't survive a Halloween.
Ew, yeah. What did you do with it? Ew. Ew.
Yeah. Ooh was right. Ooh was right. Turns out that thing's not entirely waterproof.
Oh, Jesus Christ.